influence, yeah. See me moving, yeah, I glow up. Every time I show up, I can flip my switch out. They act like they know us, but they ain't no dog on big dog. Asking if it's still a flex. Say they better go ask Booyah. Never think I'm gon' check. Better pull up like woo. Come to place and I'm the best. I ain't worried about none who y'all. 24, no rest. Stand on business, I'm too tall. Thought you was a threat. I do real life, do no tip attack. On the internet, we don't do that. See, I've been a threat, and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way, I'm cashing checks. I don't owe no debts, I've been through that. See you SOS. SOS, SOS. See you SOS. Need a life vest, need no mic check. SOS, SOS, SOS. See you SOS. We don't talk checks, we get to it. All in for the jackpot. Every time I want the last shot. Championship ring. Ring started from a mascot. Went to Rollies from a G-Shot. Brand new kettle, no teapot. You should know I don't play. Go sicko mode like I'm T-Scott. Eagle vision from the treetops. Went to image from a green dot. Never had no limit, but I had some Reeboks. Keep it humble, but the fees not. In the game, no free spots. But I earn what's mine. Nothing less, I'ma shine. Thought you was a threat. I do real life, do no tip attack. On the internet, we don't do that. See, I've been a threat, and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way, I'm cashing checks. I don't owe no debts, I've been through that. See you SOS. SOS, SOS. See you SOS. Need a life vest, need no mic check. SOS, SOS, SOS. See you SOS. We don't talk checks, we get to it. For real, 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 really real, really real, really real, really real, for real, for real, for real, for real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed to making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. For real, 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 for real. Really real, really real, really real, really real. For real, for real, for real, for real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. For real, 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 for real. Really real, really real, really real, really real. For real, for real, for real, for real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my cheek, for real. Waco take.
Baby, baby, give me one more chance.
Good morning all. Yes sir, happy Friday to everyone. Hope everyone is good, hope everyone is well. And let's get it, let's see what we got going on for today on Friday. Start off with the calendar as always. All systems look like they're working. And yeah, let's have a look here. Start off with, where's Friday? There we go. So, a little bit GBP news, 6 minutes, retail sales. We had some, GJ's ranging anyways. Euro news at 12, nothing to worry about. That's after London. Yeah, we look good for today, to be honest. Even in New York session, looks all fine here. Can you hear Harry? Yes, I'm sure they can. Hopefully they can. Okay, okay. Then Tony is cooked. So yeah, let's get into the charts and see what we have going on technically. We have this gold breaking down at the moment here. Bit early, so we need to do a little bit of analysis to see what's going on. Starting at the daily time frame here, previous daily closing bearish, but rejecting this previous daily resistance zone here. So we actually need to bring in a line. Let's bring in this line here. This is our PDR, previous daily resistance. And then if we looking on the 4-hour time frame, we have a 4-hour support right here. And we have one more lower as well. So a bit of zones here. London has always been at zones, unfortunately. Which makes it a harder job for us trading right at zones. This is our 4-hour support. So 30-minute making its way below previous daily resistance right now. Pushing through it pretty easily. Nice little thunderstorm as well. That's where that 5-minute was formed there. So yeah, this looks like a nice little option playing out. If this happened a little bit later, would I have been interested to get to here? Yeah, 4 pips away, 30 pips for 27. Difficult with the range here, not the biggest range, so we could still, yeah, it's nice on the 30. If that happened 30 minutes later, that would be cool from up there down, yeah. But maybe there's not enough volume to continue because it's already coming back towards entry. We're gonna see. If we can create support above here, many people are going to ignore this previous daily resistance. We could see a retracement. We can either trade back down or we can trade below it for sells. So we have this option and this option. So there's 2 options for us to be able to take sells if we reject this. If we blast through down the zone here, it's not the end of the world because we have ranges below here, and even below here. So we have 2 ranges here. So sells are in the cards. You can see the pullback now happening from that previous daily resistance zone. Very tough. Basically whole move gone there. Even on a 30-minute, you're basically back to entry. So you know, this is why patience is important, not to jump into anything without analyzing. If you miss one line like this, can sometimes mess you up, and I've been messed up in the past by missing lines. So looking at DAX here, DAX is moving nicely towards the downside. Bit of a breakout we just saw right now before the 10 a.m. open. 10 a.m. open can give us continuation. Let's see how daily, where is daily? Daily has room towards downside. Previous daily bearish, previous 4-hour bearish. Coming close to this 4-hour support. This is going to be a major target here. So we most likely are going to try sell 2 there if we have the chance. If not, then 100% has to be below. At the moment, looking more than likely below. 5-minute, no pullbacks yet. Yeah, I think it's simple plan. Sells below that. We do have this little 15 here, so we're going to make it a box. So sells below my box essentially. If not, pull back and I can sell from the pullback. That is going to be the plan here. Pretty straightforward plan on DAX here. Very straightforward plan. Pullbacks to sell or looking for structure and below the 4-hour support. We haven't had a pullback for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. So to have it is not out of the question, and then we can look to sell after the pullback. GJ is just ranging. It's kind of BS at the moment. GBP news just came out, or I think it's about to come out, 3 minutes. So looks like we're anticipating something already. We saw this quick spike here. I wonder if this is from yen though. I wonder if this is from yen. Let's see, USD JPY. It is from yen. So maybe something was said. We're going to see financial juice update in a minute. Maybe it's update. Yeah, there we go. Bank of Japan is set to see a trade deal with US. There we go. So that's also strengthening the yen a little bit there. Way high. Oh, way a hike. Okay. Wow. So some strength coming into the yen here, but GJ overall is just ranging, you know, as a whole. So even if this spike, it hasn't done anything, I wouldn't really be touching GJ. Remember, we were here yesterday. Where's yesterday? Let me show you where we were yesterday. We were... I'm on 5-minute. No wonder I've lost my bearings. We were here yesterday. We are here today. We have done no progression. We have just come back to where we were yesterday. So, bunch of BS in my opinion. USD JPY. Let's have a look at USD JPY. USD JPY could form some sells here. Let's go see what daily time frame is saying. Daily time frame is nice bullish candle though. 4-hour time frame bearish candle. So there is a possibility for sells, but it's going to be very short-lived. If not, you're looking for this pullback to lead into some buys. So support formation and some buys up later can make sense. If not, sells below here. But we need structure first. So there's a few options. Just need to let them form. Jay is asking if I would consider buys on gold since this could be a retest of previous daily level. Yeah, but we don't really have the range to buy. So we kind of need to start breaking higher levels here. And by the time we get there, we don't know if London has the volume. You know, it's not really being great. Look, the worst thing that can happen today, which is the possibility, is we do what we've been doing all week in London, which is we just have the push and then range. If you look at what yesterday's London session did, it ranged here the whole London session after a push down. We've had a push down. We could just end up chopping in here. So we want to not be part of that because that's going to more than likely make us lose. And we don't really want to lose, right? I don't think we want to wake up and lose today. Not really the plan. So we kind of want to trade trend continuation and not try to be too smart and trade a full reversal. But if we get above here, yeah, it can make sense. But we need to do some work. Right? We have some work to get above there. So let's see how the candles form here. DAX seems to be a pretty good volume today so far. I would like a deeper pullback. Maybe a change of structure from where we are. I don't think I'll sell the thunderstorm. It's not enough for me unless a massive top wick. But I wouldn't sell this thunderstorm here after such a big push. It's not going to be too valid. But here's the open. We'll see what ends up happening. And take it from there So that's the analysis, guys. Appreciate you guys showing up early for the analysis. Hopefully you enjoyed the analysis. Be sure to leave a like on the stream. You guys know the drill. 200 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. Get the likes up to 100. I would appreciate that. You know the drill, guys. The YouTube business. Hate to say it, but part of the game. So let's get it. See what Friday brings. This week, New York has been killer, man. Very strong New York sessions. 3 for 3 this week in New York. So solid week trading. First week back after my holiday. Up 3% this week. In total, well, actually not in total. I'm up 2%. Yesterday's trade I took on a futures account. And on that futures account, I made 3% on the futures account. But I'm not going to consider that as my personal, as it's a different account. So if we were to consider total percent up for this week, it would be 5% up this week. But in terms of my personal, can you give breakdown of those trades? Yeah, I did post it. What was confusing about it? The US 31? Yeah, man. What was confusing? What did you find confusing about it? Then we can discuss that. Because I don't want to just break it down and then you doesn't make sense. I want to see, okay, let you analyze it. You try to identify it. And what did you find? Otherwise, it might be clear to you, right? Because I really want to see, okay, where is the sticky point? Because if I just break it down, it might answer the question. But the goal is for you to be able to identify that as well. If you're not here, right? Like that's the number one thing. If you're not here in NY, always go back and look back what we did. Did you take the first close for S5 70 pip stop expecting full push to TP? Yep, I didn't take the first S5 because I actually layered, but something a little bit different because of average price ability on futures. But the reason I didn't like the first S5 is because of news, okay? Yesterday we had news. Without news, I take that any day, very easy. But this second close here was nice. Push through here. If you look at yesterday, you have to realize people are scared of US 30 candles, but I'm going to show you something. Yesterday's wick fill, how big was this candle? 70 pip stop. Check the next day. How big was this candle? The breakout candle here. 70 pip stop. Sold the same. So it's just something very common. So if you realize volume analysis, yesterday 70 pip stop, but look at the push we had yesterday. After 70 pip stop, price was able to push in 2 candles, 134 points. Let's go measure yesterday's push. You're going to see something similar, right? 220 points. right? If you count it to the tip, right to the top, check this out. 139. How much was it yesterday? 134. It's literally replicating moves. You see that? Not pattern, it's a setup, right? We close above previous 4-hour support. We try trade to this 5. If it pushes through, great. And then we had that 1-minute structure analysis that you need to read chat. You need to read chat in the exclusive group to understand that. I'm not going to explain it here fully on YouTube. They get too much. Why you didn't go previous on the 5? It's all there. It's all there in the chat on the exclusive. Bro, are you sleeping or what? I just said go read the chat. It's there. You were literally there when I was speaking about it. That's why I'm asking if you're sleeping. You were there asking me questions. Go follow this thread here. Or we'll speak up, or remind me after the session we can discuss it. Joe replied to it. Yes, see this one. I've been noticing that too. US30 loves to retest 5 structure even if it pushes away straight away as long as it maintains. And then go click the thread and you'll be able to follow it. I trade only London since NY I'm busy, but it's pissing to see everyone trade and winning NY. Yeah, it's just market cycles, man. You just have to sit through it. Market cycles are like that. The main thing is that, you know, identify, it's more beneficial to do nothing in London then. If you're busy during NY, when you have time, go back and look over NY and see what happened, what options there were, right? The best way to do it is actually to not look at NY. On Pip Labs, we update data every day and go back test it without looking at NY. So there's no cheating. Buys count structure, very far away, man. Very far away. Very, very, very far away. So you have to really, has a lot of room to go up. If you're looking for buys, you try to get in earlier. To take buys up here would be maybe like a big open candle structure and then continuation. But you don't want to kind of plan something so far away. Yeah, but valid zone doesn't mean it's a valid trade. Because the push it has to get from there now. It's like a 49-point push. And then you're asking it to do another 38-point push. Counter bias, huh? DAX sitting at weekly. Just below the weekly, yes. We had this one marked actually in the beginning of the week. And sometimes it was reacting off it. Sometimes it wasn't. Reacted here on a 5-minute. Harry, I get lonely when I trade NY session. Is that why you live stream? Because trading can get lonely. I live stream, yes, I live stream to actually show my skill because I'm not a guy online who's just flexing profit to try show I'm good at trading. That doesn't help anyone else. It only tries to make you a certain image that unfortunately for a lot of the guys is not true. So I started live streaming to show how I trade in a transparent manner. Now in NY, yeah, it is lonely for sure. It definitely helped with that. That's why I created a group to have a group of people to trade with because it's a lot better. Right? That's why I trade NY with the guys in the group as well. I'm active, I'm speaking there. If I just wanted to trade it by myself, I wouldn't say anything. What's the main difference in trading US30 on futures? Nothing main difference, to be honest. It's just it's a central chart. So the chart is by CME. That guy could join the group. I hosted NY yesterday. Yeah, I mean, if he wanted to trade with people, but you know, people don't want to make that investment of 50 bucks. It would solve their problems. Or maybe they can't. There's 2 reasons. But he's more than welcome to. It's just the chart is centralized by CME. That's the only difference. So sometimes like you'll get different closures. It might close above on futures, but not close above on Forex. Let's see this. Another option from this morning. What time was this? This is all the way up here, huh? Yeah, this would be nice. What time is that? 9:30. Just not my session time, man. I've actually never taken a trade that early on DAX. Keeps happening. Yeah, we could say the same thing for pre-New York yesterday and then see what happened pre-New York, but you take a win after New York, right? Open. It's weird, right? It's how the markets can fool you all the time. I've been through that stage. That's why I'm so strict with it, because you see it happen all the time, but the time you freaking take it, fails. But then when you just follow the plan and trade actually a simple setup, even yesterday's setup, even the buy you took on US 30 up here, yesterday, it's like a later buy, but since it was in session, there was plenty of volume to continue it to TP, and you don't get messed up. And even if you lost it, you know it was in session, you know it was a setup, you see? Otherwise, if you're taking it a little bit earlier, you start to question, was that the problem? And it's always there at the back of your mind. And then you stop taking it because of that reason, and then you wake up today and it happens again, but you didn't take it because of it messed you up. So it's hard to be consistent like that. So instead, I just ended up ignoring that time and not even considering it because it messed me up like that, you know? It would be nice to make a lifetime plan for the VIP membership. The reason I don't like a lifetime plan is because maybe you get busy, maybe you quit trading, but you've paid a lifetime fee. I don't want you to be locked in like that, to be like, okay, you have to pay lifetime. That's just a, like, I don't know, it feels like it's not fair. Maybe I want to shut down the group, maybe. There's even, a, you know, what if that happens? I get busy with something. I want to change into something new. Then you've paid lifetime, you're owed something. Whereas if you have a membership, you have complete flexibility. If you don't have to invest crazy amount of money, you can leave when you want, you can join when you want. It's a much better and legit way. These guys who are selling you lifetime memberships are people that really just are trying to push money fast. Is there a place to read testimonials of current members? I need to get them to post it on WAP. So guys, can you post testimonials on WAP, please, of what you've achieved in the group so people like this can read it? But in the group, we have something called the most of the guys are funded. So a lot of these testimonials are them winning on funded, passing their funded challenges. We actually had a guy pass his challenge day before yesterday. He still hasn't shared it. I'm going to remind him to share it. What's a testimonial? A testimonial is like a flex. It's basically you saying what you've achieved, like this. This is a testimonial. Hey, I joined the group. When I joined the group, I had XYZ. You know, but we want results based, you know, here, this is him before the group. He was in drawdown. After he joined the group, he started to, you know, move back into profits. But we need some of this on WAP, would be nice, guys. Stuff like this. So yeah, mainly challenges, man. Mainly challenges. That's what a testimonial is. Gold is trying to get below now. 2 minutes for the close here. How big is stops is the problem here, guys, because we have to run ideally a 43 pip stop, aggressive 34, and we only have 18 pip target. No problem, man. No problem. Welcome to the team. Reached out to me personally. Appreciate that. So this is my problem with this trade here, is how big my stop loss is for my target. Because this is not a small resistance. This is a 4-hour support, 30-minute support, 15-minute support. Now I could try push past it, yes. But what are the chances of us pushing past it? It's not very high. But at least we can manage in profits. Yes, we can manage in profits, but it's just going to most likely end up in a break-even trade. So is it worth it? I mean, we would just get out break-even, but that's boring, right? And the other thing I'm also scared about is this no 5-minute pullback after these candles. So we have to be careful about that. But let's see how the candle closes first, then we can start to make decisions. It's also a weekly there. No, the weekly is where we are now, so that's why we would need a close below this previous daily. It's a tough zone, man. I mean, it's better if we were up. Like, look at this setup 3 is beautiful here, actually. This is beautiful setup 3. So yeah, Ricardo, instead of a lifetime, I made a yearly, and yearly get 3 months for free. That's the difference. So that's what I did instead of a lifetime. Is gold a safe haven for traders? Not traders, investors. Traders, they don't put their money in. Safe haven for traders is cash. As an investor, your money goes into stuff like gold. You're hedging your investments. But as a trader, you are not participating in the market for... You could hedge your trades. And you can do that with gold. You know? You can do that with gold. I'll take that then. I'm going vacation 2 weeks and buy it then. You're more than welcome to, man. You'll get 3 months off. Also... what I do is if anyone buys lifetime, I'm giving a free one-on-one as well. I always do that. So you get that as well. So make sure to DM me if you do that. So we can set that up. Just do it as a little bit of a package. Lifetime is how much? 10 bands? I don't have lifetime, no. I've never seen you trade live. That's okay, man. If you don't have to see me trade live, you can go and watch me trading live for 2 years. You have here, you can spend 6 days back-to-back content and watch me take a live trade every single day. Would you like to see one? I'm more than happy to show you one if you would like to see one. You can go ahead, watch it back. You can have a lot of fun here, man. You can watch me trade live. Enjoy yourself, man. Here's one. I can send you this link. You can watch me hold drawdown, right? Transparently hold drawdown and hold pullbacks like this. And you can watch me hit take profit as well. So it's totally up to you how you want to see it. All of that is valid. You can watch me trade live all the time. You can watch losses, you can watch wins if you want. You click on a win, you can watch the win. You want to watch losses, you can learn from my losses. Here's my wins, you can watch my wins. You can watch how it makes its way to TP. Smashes TP. Up to you, bro. Totally your choice. You can join the stream and watch me trade live when there's a setup. Same shirt? No, I have mostly black and gray shirts. Can you show the broker statement as well? Yes, I'm happy to show in percentage though. I don't like to share my money. I like to keep that a bit private, if that's okay with the internet. But I'll tell you one thing. Don't believe everyone who shares broker statements, because these days, unfortunately, it can be faked, even broker statements. The best way to see if someone can trade is literally let them do it in front of you. On a live stream, I can't do much. I'm showing where I enter, showing where I exit. If the trade fails, it fails. How can I say the only way is if I didn't take the trade? But if I didn't take these trades, then I'm missing out on all these wins, right? So it doesn't change the fact of the actual trade. Because what are you guys here? You guys should not care about how much I make, because that doesn't make you money. What you guys should care about is, does his trades work? Because you want to learn how to trade. If my trades work and me showing that, it's going to be beneficial for you, right? Because that's what you're here for. Hopefully. You're here to learn, try to gain some information, take what you need. Did not trade NY just on that USD. You're saying 1 minute change of structure would worry. That is not change of structure. It just retests previous 5. Yes, it just retests previous 5. That's not change, man. That's one candle. You can't really say one candle on a 1 minute creates a structure point, right? How is that a structure point? We need at least 2. It's not like a 15-minute. I mean, it's like a thunderstorm, right? Do we consider a thunder a change of structure? Not really, right? So in this scenario, would you consider a change of structure a close above? Would you consider a change of structure a close above point A? Is this a change of structure? Closing above this or closing above this? Which one would you consider the change of structure? That's my question. Top one, right? Yeah, so it kind of is the same concept, right? We would always take a proper structural point, especially on low time frame. You trade breakouts, and if so, what sessions? London session's been slower this summer, but New York session has been good. That's why I've been sharing my New York session trades in the Discord, so you guys can be keeping track of that, just so you guys can see. Oh yeah, and by the way, I do share my London trades here, so if people want to see how they are on MetaTrader, because I know here I just show on Tradingview, I do also share the MetaTrader screenshots as well. Unless, like yesterday, I take it on futures. If I take it on futures, then it doesn't have that nice little, this animation where you can show where entry and exit, which I prefer, to be honest. I don't like profits, but anyways. Maybe there is a way, I'll have to figure it out. New to it. All right, gold stuck at this. This is okay, because if we get a close above here, below, it makes me more confident. And now DAX has created a 15-minute support. So sells below this 5. Oof, it's pretty tight. How much you up on futures? 3%. Full margin that? No, I'm not full margining it. I'm just risking 2%, 2.5. What do you think about a mentor charging 2,500 for their mentorship? That's my point. People are happy to pay. I mean, it's smart from his side, because if he's charging 2,500, he's going to get better customers. Like, you can get value for cheaper. Like, is he live trading? Is he giving you value on a daily basis? Or is it just for a course? For me, 2,500 just for a webinar or a course, not worth it. But it pays him well for his time. His time is being paid well in that case. You know? I mean, you could, if you spent, here's something crazy. That would be how many years in my group? 5, 10, 15. That's like almost 5 years in my group. Would cost you the same as a short-term membership of 2,500. So it's up to you. What do you prefer? Do you want to learn? Like, that's the opportunity. And that's what I mean. Like, I have people in my ear telling me, Harry, you need to raise prices. And I tell them I will. It's just, I want to get as many people who are willing to learn in here. And then we close it out. Becomes harder to join. I've already made it harder to join. Now there's an application process. Someone writes a BS application. I've already rejected 6 people. 6 people I've rejected because one guy literally applied and says, I want to make 10K a month. That's it. That's his reply. And I rejected that. Really, I rejected that. And respect to him. Like, you know, he probably wants to, but that's you know, that was his reply. And I messaged them after, because that's how I am. But I messaged him after and I said to him, you know, listen, it doesn't work like that. But he didn't reply. So, you know, I just was honest. And I said, you know, that's, you can do it, but it's going to take time, man. When did you start trading futures? Very recently, man. I'm just experimenting with it and making sure that I understand, and it's actually the same. Did you start with trading futures or Forex pairs? With Forex, of course, man. CFDs. To be honest, the guys who are hyping futures up so much, it's not as hype as it is. In front of the group, we experimented on day one. You know, you guys saw on day one. There's fees, there's slippage, there's all of that, man. It's not picture perfect, huh? Don't be fooled by that. But it's great because of the centralized broker. I think that is the biggest attraction point for me on futures, is how it's centralized. Everyone sees the same chart. Futures is much better. Spread is incredible. Not that much, man, because you're being slipped $10 and stuff like that. How much is consistent? Consistency rule is super simple, man. Super simple consistency rule. Consistency rule is basically that you cannot make more of your profit target. 50%. You can't make more than 50% of your profit target in a single day, which is fair. Say you had a profit target of 5,000, you couldn't make more than 2,500 in a single day. And then to receive payouts and stuff like that, you need to have 5 profitable days, which is fair. How is it trading in holiday? I'm in Spain. I find it hard to trade, maybe lack of experience. It was perfect, man. The only reason I didn't trade much on holiday is because we were out late. But if you're not out late and you're waking up early, it's perfect, man. Wake up. I actually like the time. In Italy, it was early. First thing in the morning, I could wake up and trade. 8 o'clock is open. So I wake up at 7, straight to PC. No need to mess about, wait until 10 in the morning, 11 in the morning. Just wake up, trade. You're done before lunch. You have the whole day ahead of you. It's very nice. Let's do this. Remember, we have the giveaway at 600 viewers. So, prop firm giveaway, yes. Which one? Is I'm experimenting with futures, Toka. Experimenting with futures. The only problem with futures, you can't trade DAX, man. That's the biggest problem, man. Close below that resistance, you'd go full risk. You know that zone could be big rejections. What are we talking about, Peter? What are we talking about? Gold? Are we talking about DAX? Need to be clear. When we're trading on gold, yeah, you'd go full risk. If you're not going to go full risk, then maybe not worth taking the trade. Would you hop on NQ as well? No, I'm not going to change the way I trade. I'm still going to trade gold and US 30. If I wanted to add an extra pair, I can, but I don't need to. You know, you can when you want. Are you from Spain or Italy? No, I live in Dubai. What prompted you to try futures? The hype of it, and because I'm trading pairs that are available on futures like gold and US 30. Do you have a webinar on US 30? Yes, we have a webinar. I can make another webinar as well. I was planning to do that as well to define specific entries, but it's called indice trading webinar. You want to switch? No, you can add. Can you look at EU? I'm considering a S2 there, S2 15. Send a chart, man. Or did not, because you might have to switch. Fair enough, fair enough. Prasad gets plus points because he mentioned that at the end. That's funny. That's funny, that's funny. I saw that coming. You did see that coming, man. You did see that coming. It's pretty funny. I have to agree. So we saw some dollar weakness yesterday, you know. Now we're seeing it bounce up a little bit. It's pretty messy on 4 hour, huh? Make sure you're marking all these 4 hours. I think you need to close back inside of the range. If you're looking for buy structure and then buy is probably above here, you could actually buy it as well. Believe it or not. But it is bearish buy, so I don't like that buy anymore. Yeah, that's what you would need. You would need to either get below this range or deeper pullback for sells. Let's see gold if it closes below here in 1 minute. Stops is looking a lot better here. We're looking at like a 30 pip stop. Still shit target, 20 pip target. But if we could just push a little bit below, even if we could just get to there, maybe we could look for an early close or something. Worst comes to worst. That would be my break even, man. I do see that, yeah. But thanks for checking up and reminding. It's always good to have multiple eyes. I do appreciate that. You are right. Another thing I want to consider is this will be the 30 close. So this could be quite nice. We also have a 30 close. But we have to close below that previous daily, man. We need to close below. If we can close below, it will be good. Really? Okay, but regardless, we're rejecting the same zone. It's even not a previous 4 hour. Then what are we rejecting there is the question then, if it's not previous daily. Previous daily is a bit choppy. The daily is a gap. Then maybe breaking this low, we can push through it. Where's key level from here? Okay, so on broker, we're rejecting key level. So we probably need a 5-minute close below key level. Because on broker, this is key level. On broker, this is at 55. It's not 55, is not here. I want to see, let's see on this. Where's this? Yeah, this looks a lot more similar. I'm going to use for today, guys, I'm going to remark. I'm going to remark and I'm going to use Owanda because I'm seeing a lot of inconsistency in Pith these days. It's a lot of differences happening these days. Don't know if you guys have noticed that, but it's especially on gold. I've been seeing it not be too good, but Owanda has always been okay here. So I'm going to continue to use Owanda for the time being. So let's go bring back. What do we need? We need to bring back our 15-minute support and 4-hour support. So let's bring back our 15 and 4-hour. Look at this 5-minute, sneaky little 5-minute support we're holding up here. Something closing below that can give us the sell, also below key level. See how DAX is doing here. DAX is also making its way 2 minutes for this close. If we can close below the box, we have a nice zone here. I'll be happy to take that, but we need to close below the box here. So let's see. Not gappy, I don't mind the gaps too much. I think Forex.com has the 4-hour candle issues, no? Our range is getting smaller now if this continues to dump. I'll run stops above here is fine. 23, 15, 16. We need to push through this support here though. So let's see if we can get a top wick. We're getting a top wick now. Yeah, I'll give it a shot here. Break of low. Where's your stop? Gonna put it above the 5 here. Just about there. Shouldn't need to break that. We have this level here, the previous 4-hour support and stuff like that. Should look something like this. Stop wick is good, yes. Also a sell, so we can put the sell stop tight. You can see how tight my sell stop is. Even if it closes like this, I'll keep it. It's a thunderstorm. Still not triggered me in. You guys will see when I get in. I'm watching the 1 minute. Alright, I got slipped there. Look at this slippage, man. I got fucked. How much did I get slipped? Is it worth it to hold this for me being slipped? 2 points, man. I'm in anyways. Slip 2 points. I don't mind extra 2 points. Not the best. But we're moving nicely already. Be at the 5, yeah. Nice. Moving stops to break even here. If we reject off this 5, I'm gonna close. I don't want to reject from this zone, so I'm watching it carefully based on how this 1 minute candle closes below or above. Nice push below. Ooh, rejecting off that 5. Okay, I secured there for that because I want to take something there. But it's still valid to hold. Just London, man. I'm up pretty well this week, so for me it makes sense because of my profits for this week. Not a good habit, but got a little bit slipped as well. But I wanted to take something there. So it took around 17 points there for me, but 24 is the main TP. So we'll see if it gives full TP there. How much you up on this trade? 0.5%. But it's a good week now. This is a solid week for me. 4 wins, 0 losses. Can't complain. It's mostly in NY, but with London how it's been, that's why I want to take this, because I know what London has been like these days. It's been very slow. So if I can get something, I'm gonna take it, man. Friday, call it a day, call it a win. This is what I'm scared of. This is a target here. I don't want to hold through this pullback and get nothing. You know, this is exactly the problem. You have this type of pullback, I'm start to question if I should have secured. So I take something, especially look how London's been. How many times have we got break even just because we tried to hold for an extra couple of pips here? It's happened way too much. Way too much. So this is more of a safer approach to make sure I'm getting paid for my time in the market, yeah? Although it still can play out for sure, but it's just one of those techniques, right? It's just 50-50 now if we get the volume or not, because 1 minute now is above that previous 5 minute support. This 5 minute has to close below. If this 5 minute doesn't close below this support, it's going to have a very hard time pushing through. So you can wait for 35 seconds. Maybe consider after 35 seconds, if this closes above, you can close half maybe, just to make sure you get paid in London, because it's different when you're here to be paid with real money, right? If I'm here to be paid with real money, I want to take something. But this is looking good if it can close below. If it closes below, should get a push towards TP. If it can't close below, a little bit cooked. So that's your 5 close below, so that's good. That it closed below. You just need to break this low. Can't break this low, you have problems. Breaks the low, you're good sign to break the low. Yeah, that's the problem with London these days. So we adapt to make changes. So if you look overall at my close, especially with the slippage, it turns out not to be such a bad close, right? Look, you see that? It turns out not to be a bad close. And this is why I adapted to that. So I know it seems like a bad habit. I know, but this is important. I get paid today, and for me, that is important. So W's in the chat. Nice little trade. I'm happy with that. 17 points, I'll take it. London adapting to London. Perfect for me. Perfect for me. Nice little trade on Friday as well. Exactly what I thought would happen. So now we don't play games. We give no chance. But let's put where original stops was so we can show original stops. So negative risk reward, never always the best here, but the reason was this level, right? We had this level and we struggle at the level. If this level was not an issue, next 5 minutes should have opened, dumped. Consider your closes there. So very important to understand that. And that's how we adapt. How many times has this happened in London, guys? Last month we would have ended up in a position where we just keep taking break evens. I took so many break evens that were wins. 1 pip from TP, 75% to TP. Today was 75% to TP, but I adapted because that's how London has been. Whereas yesterday, and why I let it fully run. And that's the power of being a trader. Sometimes you need to adapt like that and call that live, right? I would have made 0.6%, but I had the slip. What to do? It's okay. I got triggered at this position at... 10:39. How much did you get slipped? 2 points. I'll show you on my broker. Wait, let me just finish this journal. 5%. 2 point slip, look. That's where I got triggered. I was supposed to be triggered break of low, slipped me down 2 points to here. But pretty good close if you look at it overall as a trade. It ends up being a good close, right? see what gold is doing. Gold is still ranging. We need a 15-minute candle closing below this 5-minute support, and you should have a trade on gold. Where's that guy who said he doesn't see me take trades? There's literally a trade right there, man. How much you up in July? After this, I'm up 3.5% so far. With a holiday. I actually took one trade during the holiday. I was up 0.8% on that trade, and then it came back to break even. London session again. Gold sells. I have it on my vlog. Do you guys want to see a vlog in the Italy vlog? Problem is, there's a lot of times which wasn't appropriate for camera. Yes, I have footage. I can put together a vlog. It's not a trade, bro. Been watching you all week. Yeah, don't worry, man. I'm here to make my money. I got paid $500 today. I've been trading all week in New York session. You can see my trades. I transparently show this. London has been slow, but I'm a trader. This week, I've taken 4 wins and 0 losses. So if you want to come in here and try to complain at every small detail, focus on you, because I'm doing okay. And I'm happy to show that to all of you guys. And I'm happy to share those ideas. But if it is not happy with you, that is your problem. Keep it to yourself, right? Because I'm showing everything. Please take benefit from that. No need to complain and say that's not a real trade. If I went break even on that trade, I would have made nothing. Appreciate me adapting to that. If you want, you can continue to watch the streamers that close half at 10 pips and write W's in their chat. Pay for their all of this stuff. It doesn't bother me. I'm here doing my business. I'm the only reason that I have 700 streams and I'm still here. After 6 lives, first trade. Yep, London has been slow. I'm not denying that. I'm not denying London has been slow. I never said that London has not been slow, but New York has been good. I've demonstrated New York. So you need to wake up. If you join the exclusive group, you will see how New York is being traded. My God. You guys really need to understand how markets work, guys. It's not a magic pill. You need to be a trader to profit in the market. You guys want everything for free. If I streamed London and New York, you would just get everything for free. And where's the benefit for me? Focus on trying to learn the skill. I'm here teaching every day, and I don't have to do that. You can apply the skill and you can win in New York too. No one's stopping you. You can pass your challenge too. All of you can. All of you guys can pass your challenge, get good at trading, but there has to be effort there, guys. I put 6 years of effort to get to where I am today. So that's why I can do this. That's why I can be profitable in both sessions, because I put the time in. I can help you shorten the journey, but there still has to be some work. You've never heard someone be a millionaire following signals. It doesn't happen, man. The guy selling the signals is more likely to be a millionaire than the guy following, that's for sure. So you might as well sell signals than follow signals. If you're looking at that debate, Way more profitable to sell than to follow, because most guys who are selling signals don't know what they're doing. I made 1K in NY session. I don't need a mentor. Exactly. If you're happy without a mentor, more power to you. That's amazing. I want to see you win. That's amazing, you know? Win, join us, vibe with us during London. It's a happy place, man. How can you complain at that? Isn't that what we want to create? A network of traders who all win together, profit and enjoy the market together? Isn't that the beauty of trading as a team? Because if there's something I want to do, then that's what I want. I want a network of traders who all win and kill the markets. Because that's where, if you're pushing to be better, I'm going to push to be better. If I'm pushing to be better, you guys are going to push to be better. Brother, all BS aside, I'm shifting to Dubai next year and I'm copying a Maybach. Would you be friends with me then? I wouldn't be friends based on your Maybach. Your Maybach doesn't make me more friendly with you. Your Maybach doesn't add any value to me. There's plenty of cool cars here, man. I appreciate you, wanting to be friends with a Maybach, but congrats if you're copying a Maybach brand. More power to you. If you want to be friends with me, I need some value there. A car is not value. It's fun though. All love, bro. I wish you made content on that GT3. Yeah, I should. I am gonna make more content. It's just summer here, man. Very hard to make content here in summer. That's why I haven't made content on that. Because it's just summer. It's 50 degrees outside. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's already 39 and this is fake. They will tell you the real temperature. They'll say 39, but yeah, feels like 45. So the real temperature is 45. In the shade, it's 39. But the real temperature, 10 a.m., it's 45 degrees outside. By 12 p.m. today, it's going to be 49 degrees. Almost 50 degrees today in the sun. It's just too hot to be whipping cars around at that time. Hey, just wondering what time zone you're in. What hours do you consider high volume in London session? I trade NY, but always find trades around 8 p.m. NY when afternoon volume comes in. Yeah, so you're going to find in volume for London session about 1 hour before London session, during London session, and max 1 hour after. That's your window. So it's around a 2 hour, 3 hour window max. It's too hot, man. I like to go outside to get sunlight. It's one of the things I like to do, but I can't. I go out, I start immediately sweating. So I have to pick a day now once a week where I just go outside and sweat. But one thing I'm doing is I take the foil board. I don't know if you guys seen on my Instagram story, the foil board, go to the beach and stuff. That's fun. At least you have dry heat. Humid summers in Europe can be tough. It's not dry heat, man. I wish it was dry heat. This is 100% humidity yesterday. We had 100% blanket. In the morning, you wake up, windows are dripping. If I show you my windows now, it looked like it rained because of how humid it was this morning. Our windows drip. In the morning, you can't see out your window. It's all humidity. We have 100% humidity. Let's go. We can see, yeah, 100%. You can go and see what the humidity is. Let's see if this shows us humidity. 44% at midday, 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, we have 44% humidity. Summers are harsh here. A lot of people leave for summer, but, Do people die from the heat? Unfortunately, construction workers do. Yes, they do, unfortunately. But they mostly pass away from heat stroke and falling off. UAE not for the week. I mean, it's totally fine as long as you don't do anything outside. And this is what people have to understand, is that if you just spend most of your time from AC to AC, which we do anyways, you don't notice it. You don't notice it. UAE ranks the highest destination for millionaires ahead of every country. Yes. We are attracting a lot of millionaires now. We just had a huge influx from England. What if you have to go out and do errands? Man, in Dubai, I know it sounds spoiled, but if a place is a 5-minute walk, we drive. We just drive everywhere, man. Everywhere. There's errands are just everywhere. And yeah, when you get out your car, you're sweating. You just sweat everywhere, you know? But it's AC. Everywhere has AC. There's no place that does not have AC. I'm talking about people, the huge influx we've had in UK, John. About the people, just now we've had a massive percentage of people from the UK move to Dubai. Just in the last couple of months, there's been a massive increase. DAX, and also the new government as well. Not happy with them. Yeah, DAX is still running here. If you didn't go break even, you can hold the trade. I mean, for me, break even was a plan. I secured profits. Playing with us, it's not playing with us. It did it perfectly, man. Came to a target, reached a target, and then that's it. It's how markets work. When they reach a target, you have to adjust. We rejected that target, now decided to make a lower high. B was the right choice? I think securing, man. Don't know why less people secured. You have to adapt to the session. That's why I told you I would secure. It's been happening so much. 75% TP, reverse. 75% TP, reverse. Classic London. So we adapt. Is DAX on TradingView? Is there a different name for it? You can try DE30, DE40, GER40, all of these names, bro. Learning here? Yes, sir. That's why you're here. It's just needing to adapt. There was actually a second entry on DAX. If you missed the first entry, DAX has been nice today and gave you a second entry, which has been a little bit better than the first entry. This is the second entry, and then you're watching this zone here. Let's see what it did off this zone. So your second entry on DAX is going to look a little bit like this. You take a short on this candle close here. Your stop loss is way bigger though, 30 points, but it's given you an amazing target here. I got the second one. Yeah, the second one is good, man. That one gave actually a better push than the first one. So this one is a nice one. It's pushed very nice. Only issue I don't agree, that's the opener. You held during open. I just noticed that. Wow. Close is not deep, man. Close is not deep. The thing is you're holding during open. Holding during open is a little bit cowboy style, man. Scary to hold during open. I don't personally like to do it. Gold is switched off, gone to sleep. Good night. What it's doing. Gold is retesting daily support. Gold is cooked at this support. So anyone selling early is going to be cooked. You claim to know what you're doing. Well, I've never physically or verbally said I know. I do actually know what I'm doing actually. So yeah, I do claim to know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'll take that. Thanks, man. In Dubai, 5:30 p.m. is NY open for you? Yes. Do you trade both sessions? I do trade both sessions. I do. I do. I took another trade in DAX. You think it was a win? Yeah, we just discussed that. The only problem is you're holding during open. To hold during open for me is tough, man. I'm very scared to hold during open. If you're in 24 hours in AC, does it not make your body weak because you're never sweating? You are sweating, man. You go to gym. You go outside. Just go outside for 1 second. You'll sweat. Tony took 1 hour position on DAX. Let's have a look what he's done. Something interesting here. Let's have a look at the 1 hour position. What did you take? Oops. Draw it now. I think I messed you up. Break of low there, stop loss there. Wow, a little bit of a higher time frame. TP there. You got TP now? That I think that reached your 1-to-1 pretty nicely. 70, yeah, 100%. Nice one, bro. Congrats. Yeah, nice one. Had good volume today, DAX. Happy with my 0.8 close early? Yeah, I think it's good, man. I agree with that. We closed together. Unfortunately, I got slipped, so it gave me like it gave me a little bit more than 0.5. It gave me 0.55, 58, something like that. But fuck it, just put it 5. And exactly how much it gives. Let's see. $0.59. So, I mean, we could put it to be accurate because we are being accurate. So, let's not be lazy with this. Better not to be lazy. So 0. Are you on prop firm though, Gmail? Oh, what broker? You got slipped. Maybe just the execution time, man. 0.5 is fine though. It's good. But you saw 0.75. I mean, I got pretty much the same as you. That's why you got 0. And you got nice entry, man. That's the difference. I got almost the same close as you. I got about one or 2 points higher, but I got slipped 2 points down. Imagine I just left this trade. This is the hard thing in the markets. You never know. And then you're complaining at not closing. So you can't never have that mindset. Bro, have you uploaded this strategy? Yep, I upload on my channel all the time. You can go have a look at it. This strategy would be 5-minute scalping strategy. Do we have any trade do we have any video on how to take trade based on volume? I need more detail what you mean how to take trade based on volume. Because you need a setup. You don't just randomly take a trade based on volume. You just take it based on a setup. But if you're trading during a volume time, you can rely on the volume to maybe push through a support like this because you're not trading at the support. It's the same rules, right? I want to study with you. How can I do that? If you want to be part of the exclusive group, you just go to my website and you will see a join now button. There's an application. You just apply, put why you want to study, and then I'll accept you. That's it. I'll send you the link if you want to be part of that. Application only. There you go. You won't miss it. Are you using Access? No. Not a bad week? No, not a bad week actually. What is the content of the exclusive group? I can show you. So it's basically the beginning section is on YouTube for free. It's just put in organized. The rest of the content is made from webinars that people have asked questions about. So it's really content that was driven from people in the group, not just course content. It was content that was driven by people in the group. So let me show you what that means. Let's have a look here. So we have 26 hours worth of content here. So it starts with basics. All of this stuff is actually on YouTube, just out of order, right? Now, the stuff that's not there is like these fine details, because no one watches this on YouTube, like trade management, live account versus a challenge account, knowing when not to trade, previous levels is not on YouTube, and in-depth about stop loss placement. Advanced concepts, this is stuff that people will just not understand if they don't watch the basics. So most people who watch YouTube don't understand the basics, so they won't understand these videos. So there's all of this, and then there's all these important topics. We have some important webinars, and we have some backtesting sessions as well, and then a little quiz. That's what you get. You mentioned you want to do a trading challenge competition between the group a while ago. Are we going to see that anytime soon? Yeah, we need that on V5 of Pip Labs. So I'm just waiting to launch that. That was the backtesting one. Right? So I want this. I mean, we could do it on V4. We can start on V4. Guys, if you can see this from YouTube, trust me, if you think you know something about the strategy from YouTube, you don't. There's a lot more than what's shown. I think the amazing thing is, are all the YouTube videos still included on the exclusive content? They are, but they're redone, they're fresher, and they're put in order. So instead of you having to navigate, they're put in order. That's the basic concepts. The advanced concepts you're not going to find. I think watching it in order helps. I don't sell a course separately. Wow, this is an amazing drop here, man. Sheesh. Runners today would have been an amazing option. What a London Open today, huh? I mean, I can't complain, but damn, would have been lovely to be part of this. I'm looking to study and get in and study much the whole weekend. Yeah, that would be good. Simple S1 on the 15 is still powerful as it is. I remember wins with just that as a newbie. Yeah, it's perfect, man. Will binge my way through the content. Yeah, it's great stuff. And the thing is, you know, you can take your time through it as well. Especially the advanced concepts. Whenever we speak about something on stream that, hey, he spoke about this, I don't really understand, check the content. It should be there. Crazy how the market goes at times. Yes. And make sure, yeah, to rewatch when you don't understand and ask me. Like, that's the whole power of this group, is it's not a course where you never get to speak to the owner. Literally ask me. I have my own strategy. I just come here to inherit your work ethic. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you showing up. Pleasure to have people here who are here to vibe. Will I get accepted within the 8 hours? DM me, man. DM me. I'll make it happen. Join his course? No need to tell people to join my stuff, man. They can do it at their own will. I hate marketing stuff because it seems cheesy. People are so used to getting stuff thrown down their throats all day. Buy this, buy that, new package, do this, do that. If you use the same name, just make sure you use the same name so I know who you are. Then we can look to accept you. It's funny to me because I thought I know about the whole strategy just from the free YouTube videos. Man, a lot of people, the reason they sell a course and don't put stuff out for free on YouTube is because they have no value past their YouTube content. Like, they have only superficial value. But when you develop something and know your strategy inside out, then you can provide so much value and you basically can answer every question. And this one scary thing about some people, you know, Anyways, guys, I have a meeting today. I'm gonna hop off a little bit early. This guy started a new podcast and he's invited me on, so I'm gonna go check that out. I appreciate you all showing up to stream. Have a great weekend. Please do not blow your profits on the end of the week. Take care and hopefully catch you guys next week. Show up to stream. Yeah, turn on notifications. Good video coming out this week. Actually, I have a special video coming out this week. So make sure Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Dubai time. Check the recent video. I have a video coming about because I thought it was great timing to actually talk about my NY strategy a bit for you guys. So I'm going to give you guys on YouTube some of the NY strategy. Hopefully that helps you guys navigate NY. So take care, guys. Trade sharp and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. Much love.